Welcome to CBS This Morning, and we begin with this. President Trump gave himself a glowing review of his 3 years in office in last night's State of the Union address. The tensions with the Democrat who green-lighted his impeachment were very visible to everyone. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi literally tore up the president's speech at the end of a remarkable night.
The president did not mention his impeachment in his address. He listed a long string of achievements that made his fellow Republicans stand up and roar their approval. He also made his guests a big part of the speech. Weijia Jiang is at the White House. Weijia, did the president stay on message?
Good morning, Anthony. Yes, President Trump stuck to his script, laying out what he believes are his greatest accomplishments and making the case for another 4 years. It was a political speech delivered in a divisive environment that was impossible to ignore. The tension between President Trump and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was on display from the beginning when the president appeared to snub Pelosi's handshake, and she left out the customary high privilege and distinct honor when introducing Mr. Trump.
Members of Congress, the President of the United States.
And while President Trump stayed focused on expected policy topics,
jobs are booming, incomes are soaring, poverty is plummeting, $2.2 trillion in the United States military. The bloodthirsty killer known as al-Baghdadi is dead.
There were several made-for-TV moments throughout the evening, awarding a scholarship for a young high school student.
You will soon be heading to the school of your choice.
The Presidential Medal of Freedom to conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh.
He is here with us tonight, and we couldn't keep him waiting any longer.
And setting up a reunion between a deployed service member and his family. That drew a rare bipartisan applause. But throughout the night, Speaker Pelosi visibly expressed her disapproval of several of the president's claims, including this one about health care.
We will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions.
The Trump administration has argued in court that all of the Affordable Care Act should be invalidated, including its protections for pre-existing conditions. Governor Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan, a state Mr. Trump barely won in 2016, struck back as she delivered the official Democratic response.
Democrats are trying to make your health care better. Republicans in Washington are trying to take it away.
Thank you very much.
But the unofficial response came from Speaker Pelosi, who stood up and ripped President Trump's speech the minute he was done.
Trump's speech tonight. I tore it up.
Why did you rip the speech up, Madam Speaker?
It was the dirtiest thing to do.
Republicans criticized Pelosi for being petty and lacking bipartisanship.
So far, she hasn't shown an interest in working with him.
After the speech, Speaker Pelosi called the address a, quote, manifesto of mistruths. The White House hit back, accusing her of ripping up the guest of honor and claiming that is her legacy. Tony?
All right, Weijia, thank you very much.